Hey, it's Scribs, and today I'm going to be talking about my honest opinions on art YouTube and the community. My first opinion is that the powers that be have really screwed over creators in terms of what they have to post and stuff to get discovered, and it's really annoying as an artist. But I think that there's been a kind of a resurgence for long format videos, but I don't know if it's in terms of art or whatever. My second opinion is that the there's like two sections of the art community. It's like um the educational side and the entertainment side, which I heard another person say as well. And I think that most of the people try to do their educational content in an entertaining way, but a lot of times it's kind of degrading to the younger artists. The reason I say this is because I feel like most of the educational content that's made to be like entertaining is built off of do's and don'ts, and then there's a lot of there's too much roasting content as well. Sorry if you guys can hear that loud speaker in the background. I hope not. But there's too much roasting content as well. I think a lot of the times beginner artists or less practiced artists will submit their art to a big YouTuber and then they're just getting roasted, and it's like, yes, that's what they said, or like drawing over your art or stuff. I don't really like any of that content because I never feel like they are explaining what's wrong. Like there's one person who does it, and sometimes they just say oh, this is beyond repair, or something that it's just rude, and it's supposed to be a joke for the audience, but I don't know, that person's paying you and helping you continue your career, and you're just being rude. I don't know. There's also this big controversy recently with an artist, and I don't really want to be one of those art drama accounts, but I did just want to talk about this because I feel like sometimes people say stuff and then the other times people don't, and it's annoying because I feel like we should be allowed to speak up, like with that controversy, all the big YouTubers just supported that person, and all the concerns were thrown aside. And it was just weird because there's been a lot of controversies with the bigger YouTubers, and it always feels like, how do I say this? I don't want to be discrediting. I think everybody's talented and everything, but sometimes I'm you're the skill level you're critiquing, you're not that experienced either, or you're not showing that much diversity either, and that's okay. You can still teach what you know and learn. But yeah, another thing I want to say is I feel like the tutorials sometimes are too skimmed through, if that makes sense. This is some old footage. I drew this a long time ago. I'm just noticing. But yeah, sometimes the footage is just more like them taking you through their PSD files, and sometimes I like that, but other times I don't, because I feel like that's not what I came for when trying to learn from somebody. But I don't think it's a bad thing necessarily. It's just something that I noticed, and then it's oh, for the full process, go to my Patreon. And it's yeah, that makes sense. You want to you know get money and make a living, and that's fine. It's just dang it. Ugh. You know. I hope that made sense. um Other opinions I have are, there's a lot of great artists, I think, that are coming out now, and I love it. So, there I'm gonna be sharing my favorite artists. I think next week or the week after, I will share my favorite artist, and I want to hopefully encourage you to look at their stuff because I like it. I don't know. I think it's cool, to be honest. I think most of the great artists are underrated, if that makes sense. Like, the best artists I know are less popular. And I the another thing I'm gonna say is I wish there was more of my favorite artists on here. You know, like a lot of the people on YouTube, they don't make YouTube. I mean, a lot of people on Instagram don't make YouTube videos and stuff, and I wish they were on here. One thing I also would say is it's so hard to make friends on here. There's like no talking function really, and yeah, I'm like I wish I could make friends, but I feel like it's so difficult, and like talking to people is just like a swift or short interaction in the comments, and that's it. And so it's like you know, I wish it was easier in that regard. But many of the artists, oh, also I feel like it's just so there's also just this other corner that's like, I don't know, just weird energy, if that makes sense. Like I don't know how to pinpoint exactly what it is, but there's just this vibe that feels off, and I don't know why exactly or how to say it, but it's just like I think it's from like people feeling too entitled, and they'll just say weird stuff, and it's just like uncalled for or whatever. Like sometimes commenters and stuff. I think sometimes they're just young and don't know any better, but yeah, it feels like there's too much trolls in the shorts aspects of stuff. I don't post shorts that much because it doesn't seem to carry over into my regular subscribers ever, which is like I'm more about the long format videos than I am about the short format. So, if there's anything that I feel like there's other stuff I wanted to say, but I kept forgetting, and yeah, so that's where we are now with me forgetting everything that I was gonna say. I do think that there could be a lot more kindness in the art community and accountability. I feel like all the drama that ever happens really gets brushed aside or forgotten because people are like weirdly attached to the creators, and like I don't know why a lot of the creators that people are weirdly attached to are often some of the harshest creators in my opinion, when they don't necessarily need to be. Like I feel like people build a platform off of being kind of mean or whatever, and I feel like a lot of that stuff retracts away, like it takes away from what's really important. I'm not saying that they shouldn't have a personality and that people don't get to make whatever videos they want, but yeah, sometimes I'm just like, this doesn't feel uplifting in any way or like encouraging to watch. Like I guess there's like an entertainment aspect, but personally I don't want to be entertained through bullying. If that makes sense. The videos that I really like to watch are ones that I really get to see people's process, and I get to hear them talk, and like they're cool, or like vlogs and stuff as well. But yeah, bye.